so easy to beat up on one driver every now and then. It comes down to who's carrying on like a child. Let me tell you something.
I'm the Lando of the podcast.
Yeah.
I just like to put in my best. I just want to do everything I can.
People love me. Welcome back, folks. Or if it's your first time, congratulations on making what might be the worst decision of your week. This is the Idiots of F1, the podcast that takes Formula One, throws it in the washing machine on a spin cycle, and then hangs it out with a peg. We're not engineers, we're not ex-drivers, we're just, now 4, mostly functioning humans. Myself, Ollie, Ev, Tay, and Digby, armed with a mic and far too many opinions. And we're here to help you fall in love with Formula One in the most idiotic, entertaining way possible. Now, after a week off, a full week without overtakes, team radio meltdowns, or Max Verstappen telling us how he's not allowed to speak, we're back to get you into gear for the Miami Grand Prix this weekend. Miami! I think you have to play a stack
Welcome
of
to
Flow Rider.
Miami.
I just want to state that, Oliver, you lied in that intro. You lied, mate.
What did I lie about?
You said we're not ex-drivers, but you're an ex-driver.
Oh,
you used to drive go-karts for a while.
I'm blushing.
3 weeks doesn't count.
Hey, mate, that's longer than Lawson drove for Red Bull. So
True that. Yeah, I don't even remember what my racing number was. It definitely ain't going to appear on a Formula One car anytime
7.
soon.
But
hey,
7.
Miami. No, I don't think it was. I wanted it to be 7, but I couldn't because it was already taken in the paddock.
For Joey.
Yeah, Joey Johns, baby.
Okay.
As I said, let's not get too sidetracked yet, otherwise we'll never get to the end of this race. Back in Miami this weekend, the race so glamorous that even Monaco double-checks its mirror. On today's episode, we're kicking things off with a fresh round of grid walk and trash talk, previewing what to expect from Miami and which drivers are likely to sparkle or sweat in the Florida sun. And we're going to dive into another utterly unqualified round of hush you been paying attention. Our quiz that started as fun has now turned into all-out war. For the record, we're now 7 rounds in. It's tight as hell. Somehow, Ev leads the table with 3 points. Diggs is following very closely in his side mirror on 2.5. This whole half-point thing is going to fuck me for so long. And Tay is licking
his fingers.
Yeah, we'll use that. Licking up both of their...
Licking my heels?
Yeah.
Licking my fucking heels.
Licking your slipstreams, actually, boys. He's on 2 points, so it's close. There's only 1 point in it all. So take it. Anyone could be winning at the end of this round. There's pride at stake, maybe even some bragging rights, but definitely no prize money. And then, of course, we're going to round it out with what's Verstappening. Our rapid-fire dive into predominantly a couple of what we think are headlines that's happened over the course of our last week now. It's been a week since we last spoke to you.
7 days.
Whether it be chaotic, controversial, or just plain bizarre off-track news of the week. Spoiler, we dive through the depths of Google. It's a new search engine. Google.
Googly.
We dive into the depths of Google, 300 pages in to see what deserves to be front page news for you guys, but hasn't got the cut through, so that you feel empowered and informed. And again, often it's probably about the most redundant of information. Sometimes we pick a winner, though. Gents, before we rip in, at the conclusion of this weekend's race, we're actually officially a third of the way through the 25 season. Now, I see you all sighing with relief, going, fuck, thank God, we've only got two-thirds to get through this podcast. But jokes aside, 8 of 24 races will be done and dusted. I want to know, a bit of a quick whip around. How would you summarize the season out of 10? And what's been your worst and part?
You mean rate?
What? Yeah. Well, what did I say?
Rate. Yes.
Summarize out of 10.
I'll summarize out of 10. Yeah, I'm struggling. It's been a long
Semantics,
day.
mate.
To be fair, it's better than saying rate.
I'll give you a cover letter out of 10.
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
Yeah,
Tay was going to say.
I thought that's what Tay was going to say, is that I'd had an awful slip and dropped the T for the P. Okay, how would each of you rate it out of 10? And what's been your best and worst part of it all? Diggs, let's start with you, matey. First of all, are you good? By the way,
that's a change.
Are you good?
Oh, mate, I'm fantastic.
Good lad.
I can't believe it's been a third already. That's gone so fast.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So out of 10, I've quite enjoyed this season. I know we had a boring race here and there, but I'm probably biased because Oscar's doing well and Max isn't doing that well, but most importantly, Lando's not doing well. So that's a 7.5 out of 10 for me. But if it so it's like there's potential to grow.
Tay, you jumping in there going, I have to tell you something. Have you guys all seen that video where they go to push the guy off the bungee jump? And he's like, let me tell you something. I need to tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something. Oh, please get that one up later. Wait, Tay, hold out.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you something.
So good. Diggs, didn't mean to unfairly cut
That's
you off
Lando at McLaren. Yeah, that's all right. 7.5. It's got a lot more room to be better, but it definitely hasn't been a bad start to the season. I've enjoyed almost all the races.
We've had one boring
and
race.
I like the position that I like seeing. Yeah, but I like seeing top 4 teams up the top. Like I want to see that more often, and I'm really enjoying that.
Agreed.
And I like to see Lewis doing as I thought.
So hold on, just so I'm clear. You're saying if we hadn't had the Japan race and Lando was doing even worse, you'd be rating this like an 8 or 9 out of 10 season?
Oh my god, I've been raving about this season.
Wow,
Yeah.
poor Lando. It's interesting. I just because you've touched on McLaren there, I think what I'm loving about this season is that McLaren are showing that they're the best. But are they actually the best? Are they the fastest? Because this is what I'm loving about Max at the moment. And again, flagging. I've been very anti-Max for a long time because it's so boring, and he became a bit of a villain.
We
but now
know what you're doing.
Yeah, well, yeah.
We know what you're doing.
I think it's great to see, that albeit he hasn't got the car, I would go so far to say that even Oscar, they're not the best on track. Max is the best on track. But McLaren are winning it, which is great. Anyways.
Well, let's see. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Ev, what have you got for us, mate? Out of 10?
I'll give it a 5. It kind
Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa!
Okay.
What?
1990s fucking F1
yeah,
fan.
Lewis ahead by 100 points already type vibe.
You didn't even
talking
buy
about?
Yeah. Sorry, Lewis
you didn't
isn't
even
winning
buy the
quite
season
enough.
dinner, and you already fucked it.
Yeah, wow. Okay, hold on.
Mate.
So, what's going on there, Ev? Why 5?
I'm giving it 5 because it's because it doesn't feel like it's even started yet. For some reason, to me, this whole season feels like we're just treading water.
But isn't that a good thing?
No, because I can't.
Okay, can we quickly unpack that? Because usually I wouldn't interrupt you on this, but isn't it? Don't you want if it felt like it had all been like it's all off to the races? That means it's going to be finished by about halfway through. Like it's a nice slow burn. I feel like this is going to go and go. It's going to really peak right at the end, don't you? And if it keeps going the way it's
I don't
going.
think
This is what you want. You want it.
I don't think it will. I think that Lando's going to flounder.
Shit the bed.
I don't think Max can keep this up.
Yay. Yes, he
And
can.
I think that it's
all pure speculation.
yeah, it's
But
just
that's good.
it
That's
just
what we're here
feels, and it goes back to the cost cap. I saw a thing this weekend, or last weekend, where Lewis was saying, well, he doesn't expect it to get much better, and it's like, well, I don't want to
hear that from you, mate.
He says that every year he's
He
not
has
doing
been-
well. Well, I
he
just
has
don't
been
expect it to
right.
get much better. I
Every
just
year
don't
he hasn't
understand.
won
I
it.
just don't know how I just don't know the car is going to get better.
But they can't afford it under the cost cap to bring in swathes of
Figure it out.
And it's just, well, what the hell's the bloody point then? It just feels
It's a bit like just on the Lewis thing. It feels like a bit of a slow motion car wreck watching him. Like it's just like going to get worse and worse and worse.
I think it feels the same for Red Bull. It feels like they're going to implode. Either, it feels like Max is going to go, but then what's going to happen with the team? They have no redundancies.
But take out all that white noise about the suspicions and the movement.
Yeah, talk about what you've
you're
actually
just watching
seen.
the race. Like Max has been exciting. Max is close. Like just because he's not dominating. Like if you listen to all that paddock talk, and sure, I get that. It's like, oh no, Max might leave. They're not going to do any improvements over the next year. Like we don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, of course. But it just feels like either Red Bull are going to win, like it's a track and it's a temperature that suits Red Bull, and then they just win. what was that at Japan where he got pole and he just just stayed in pole and finished. Like there was no competition there to even try and overtake him. And it's like,
that's
what's
the only
fucking
race he's
point?
won all year, mate.
No, I know that. Well, then he's not gonna win anything else? Then
I don't know. This is what's so exciting. We
I
don't know.
why
Okay.
I'm really
Here's the
turned off
question:
about this.
if you're so certain that this
Flaccid.
season is done, who's winning drivers and who's winning constructors without a shadow of a doubt?
I think it has to be Oscar Piastri, and it has to be McLaren.
Okay, so if that
Has to be.
doesn't happen, what would you rate this season? If anyone but him won this year.
See, if Lando won, I
Yuki
wouldn't be
won.
that excited. Yeah, Yuki be cool.
It
It just feels like nobody's
the greatest
overtaking.
season of all time.
Like if it's between Lando and Oscar, they're not fighting
You're
each other.
basing it off
and
quali.
yeah, and it's just like there just hasn't been any overtakes for the lead. I don't think there has been an overtake for the lead all year. Has there?
Literally last race, the first corner, boom, done.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
yeah, that's
to be fair,
not the
Oscar
same
then,
thing as,
Oscar
like-
then sat in front the whole
Wait,
way.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
exactly.
That's an
That's
overtake.
what I mean.
That's an
But,
overtake for the lead. That's an overtake for the
Hey,
lead. What are
no,
you
fair
trying
enough.
to say?
So by nature,
nitpicking.
or Ev, can I ask you, if you
Yeah.
went back the last couple of years, would you say that the entree, the first third of the year, has been fairly boring? Like I feel like it's only been the second half of the year in the last couple of years that it's actually gotten really good. Whereas this year, I feel like it's actually started.
Really only
Like this,
last year.
I
it
agree.
could still be anyone's game. Like, but I'm not gonna bend your
Yeah,
elbow
Like
here.
Max
and change
wasn't
your
being
point of view.
overtaken last year, and then suddenly McLaren came out of nowhere and started winning. Like,
Yeah.
Last year was only the only time it was good.
Yeah,
The year
look,
before, it was all Red
I'm
Bull.
excited about Mercedes. They seem to be a real dark horse with both cars and both drivers. And as your point, like McLaren kind of turned it around with the cost cap, and now they're building off of that. Mercedes seems to have stopped the rot last year and started to come a little bit better. But yeah, it just still...
Is that because Lewis left?
Yeah, maybe. It does feel like nobody's really... I don't know. I just want to get to like the summer break so that we can get bigger improvement.
Upgrades.
Yeah, upgrades coming in Spain and that. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like we're treading water until people get to upgrade their cars.
okay. Oh, well, let's see what Tay has to say.
I agree with Diggers. I think it's like a 7-8. And apart from that one race in Japan, the season's been awesome. I've loved it so far. I love the variety. I love, obviously, the fact that Oscar's winning. And the first time in 15 years for an Aussie. Can't hate that.
Yeah.
And Lando can fuck
True.
off.
Yeah.
On that
That's
note
not a
of
lot.
Lando, though, I got a mate at work. And he goes, not last episode, but the one before, he goes, why you guys got to rat on Lando so much? And I'm like, mate, you just got to listen to next week's episode. And then last week's one came out, and he goes to me today, he's like, you weren't wrong. I didn't think it could get worse.
Do you know what? Let me tell you my reflection on Lando. And
Let me
and
tell
I
you
think-
something.
Let me tell you something. And I think I think it's so easy to beat up on one driver every now and then. It ultimately comes down to who's carrying on like a child, right? Let's be really honest.
100%.
We rip on.
Yeah.
We get really funny when somebody's carrying on. But I've been doing a lot of thinking about the Lando situation, and personally, I think he's brilliant for the sport. I think he's wonderful because he's not Lewis, he's not Max, he's not Oscar, he's Lando, and his personality is wonderful. And to be honest with you, if you ever want to fall in love with Lando, go back
Maybe
and
so.
watch the YouTube video of him and Carlos Sainz when they drove around in the track with a big bowl of milk, with a big bowl of milk in their hands. It is so
That was
funny.
good.
It is so funny. And
You
I
know,
think
I
that's, to
liked
be
him
fair,
with Carlos. I liked
Yeah,
him with
yeah.
humble Lando when he was driving with
hold on.
with
I
Carlos.
still
was
wanna talk.
lovely.
But everybody loves anybody who's attached to Carlos. He just has that wonderful ability. We're going to talk about him later and what he's doing for his great city of Madrid. But the thing about Lando, and I was trying to think, like, why does he, A, come across so like, woe was me now, and B, last year he was so desperate, is I've come to the conclusion is because he's aware that his window has been and gone. He knows.
You reckon?
I reckon he would be so.
Is Danny Ricciardo to He's Danny Ricciardo'd it.
He had. Well, he was looked upon as the rising star, right? He was going to be the next world champion. He was going to bring McLaren forward. And then Oscar Piastri tells Alpine to fuck off on Twitter.
Called it the Lando Norris era.
Yeah. And I mean, we've had a lot of fun with that meme too. But he'd be sitting there going, "Fuck!" Like,
yeah.
I wasn't expecting Oscar.
But that's
to be
what
this
happens.
Good.
I know. But that's what
the best
happens
thing
in
about
sport. Hey, you like so many people, like you'd see it in rugby all the time. You get this up and coming, this guy's going to be brilliant. And then they have a few bad weeks and it's like, and they disappear and you never see them again. And that's like, you had your chance.
Or they go play in Saudi Arabia. Like Ronaldo.
For half a billion? Yeah, for half a
Yeah,
billion.
yeah.
I'd fucking do that.
I'd do that. I'd go do a
Yeah.
podcast in Saudi Arabia.
Tax-free.
Let me tell you something.
bitches.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. All right. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Wait.
Tate, I'm not going to lie. I tuned out when you were talking. Did you rank it out of 10? Yeah.
Fucking hell.
That's the longest Ollie hasn't talked on this podcast.
I'm just filling a seat at this point.
Oh, no. Okay, Lando. Goodness me.
Yeah, I know. I'm the Lando of the podcast. Oh,
Yeah.
I just like to
God.
put in my best. I just want to do everything I can.
I just want people to love me. Why won't people love
It's
me?
like, oh, God.
Right, so
yeah,
I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna give you mine. I'm gonna give it an 8. Just quickly calling out the things that I love. I obviously touched on the fact that McLaren looked the best, but I think Max is still the best. I love that Piastri is exceeding expectations, and let's not joke about it. He is exceeding expectations. I'm devastated, but equally loving the possible drama and the possible comeback of Lewis Hamilton. I'm still not giving up on that. I think his decline before his
You
rise.
gave up on it
As
last week.
No, boys, still we rise. Still we rise, as he said. I think.
You're like an
now that they've changed
No, I'm
that
just
livery,
saying- I'm
they've
just
taken all the
saying, I'm
paint
not
off the
saying-
car. Now they're like,
Yeah. I'm not saying that he will. I'm just saying that there is an awesome narrative that could still come about. So I'm loving the fact that it's not all bad news that he's doing so bad, because you never know what might come. I'm loving that
Yep, 100%.
the whole Red Bull implosion, the Lawson-Tsunoda thing hasn't paid off yet. I don't know if it will. It's obviously not as bad. In saying that, you really feel for Lawson. I think he's in a lot of trouble. It doesn't seem to be getting much better for him. So I'm loving that. I'm loving that Williams is showing a lot of promise. I called out.
yes,
I'm loving it.
Yes, I like that.
Yeah, I think that's great. And look, I'm looking at Ev, the fuckwit that gave this a 5 out of 10 season. Listen to all these narrative arcs, mate. Like, come on, bro. There's so much to love.
He's not here for the
And the
narratives.
racing-
He just wants to see
No,
racing.
I know. He just wants Lewis to win.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I
I'm loving
agree.
what's.
It's just about
Yeah,
Lewis.
it's
with
because
him.
Lewis. Look at him. Look at him. He's so dirty because it's Lewis. Yeah.
Remember when Lewis used to just win all the time, and every week
Yeah.
everyone
That was a
everyone just
10
like,
out of
what
10.
A great race. I was like, that was
10
a
out of 10
terrible
from
race.
Ev
Yeah,
every week.
yeah.
What do you rank this season out?
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Lewis and
Did you
Bottas
know
are
this
going
guy,
like,
Lewis
yeah.
You're like
race.
Bill Laurie in The 12th Man, mate. So, Jesus.
So I'm loving that from Williams, and I think that's great, and it bodes really well for the potential of the Williams maybe featuring in the front row again soon. I love James Vow. I love that whole team dynamic. Rookie standouts for me. Antonelli is
Gimme.
clearly the best, and he's been awesome.
100%.
And again,
He's good.
like
Yeah.
like Lewis, you just sit there and go. The irony is that Toto is no worse off. There is no way that Lewis would be finishing any better than what Antonelli is doing, because Antonelli is doing great.
Nope.
I was,
Look,
I
sorry,
was
Ev's butt hurt
thinking
again.
this week about it used to be Barcelona Football Club used for the
Barcelona.
longest time never had a sponsor on their shirt
Billy Joel.
because the narrative of the club, of the brand, was that we're
Too
greater than any sponsor. It would
Sponsor.
ruin
Like
would
the All
ruin
Blacks.
the
All Blacks.
shirt by putting a sponsor
The All
on
Blacks,
it.
mate.
And
Yeah.
and then eventually they went with the Qatari government. They had UNICEF. for like, they had
They
UNICEF,
did. They had UNICEF
and
on
that
their
was a
jersey for a
really
long time.
beautiful
Yeah.
gesture. It was donated by the club, so the UNICEF didn't pay for it. And then they went with Qatar.
They
So I
need
love
money.
this story, but what has it got to do with F1?
Because
Ev loves a backstory,
we
mate.
saw
Let me guide you
a
there.
supposed leak of Ferrari's new livery
Oh.
Livery. Yeah.
for Miami,
Okay.
and I was
Is that
like,
just them in a polo shirt? Like, did we actually see a livery?
no, the
Well, the
livery-
colours-
Yeah,
the colours
We saw
of
a
it.
They said
leak
a
of the
concept.
a concept of it.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, like, why doesn't Ferrari don't need the money? right? They're $1 billion car company. They print money every time they make a car. Why don't they have no Imagine if for all the cars, and then like there's just one red car with no sponsorship.
And
it was
yeah.
and
I
just
love
like
that.
the badge
Yeah.
on the nose, and like the 2 badges on the side.
Oh yeah.
And maybe Ferrari on the rear
Even
wing.
if it was just black.
And then Qatar on the
And
side.
it's like, why?
Yeah.
Imagine if you could have the moral high ground in such like a disgustingly corporate sport, and you were just like, you would feel so arrogant and so empowered.
Imagine
entitled.
if they still had the Marlboro on the side of their car. Just paid the fine every
just pay the
single race.
Marlboro
We'll
pays
spot
the
that
fine. Yeah.
It's like the equivalent. It's like the equivalent of a Ferrari driver parking in a disabled spot and just copping the fine every time.
Yeah, that's right.
It's like, whatever.
that's what
I
they
don't
do.
fucking care. Yeah. So Ev, I love that.
I can't
I'm not
remember
sure
what your question was. I don't care either. But
Well, it wasn't a question. I was talking about the
wasn't a
rookies, the
question.
best rookies, the best. But let me connect the dots on talking about the previous fucking Ferrari driver in Behrman. I think he's been the second best, probably
Surprisingly.
the second best rookie. He's really proved me wrong. And fuck, I mean, if you want to,
From
anybody
that
wants to
first
get out
race.
and talk about how shit we are, just grab that second episode of Melbourne preview and how like Behrman is so shit. He shouldn't be driving F1, and he's just gone fuck you since. So well done, Behrman. Still don't understand
He'll hear
what's
this.
his accent. What's his accent?
He's
It's
English.
so nah. It's like it's really weird, like mix of
He's
I don't know.
English.
No, he's not. Well, he is like he's from the UK, but his accent's not Brit. I think Hadjar's got potential, and again, he's shown that by beating Lawson. And the rest, the rest are just unnoteworthy. We've spoken about
sucks.
Lawson. Doohan does suck, and I hate
Stroll.
saying that as an
He's been
Aussie.
my biggest. Insane.
Stroll is not a rookie.
About rookies, he's been, Doohan has been the biggest disappointment for me of all the drivers on the grid. He has been the guy.
He's coming into a
Like
shit
it's-
car.
it's a
It's
shame.
shit car.
with Flavio Briatore.
Yeah, but like,
Well, Gasly's done
I'm just
all right.
saying, like, there's a whole range of people. Like, Lewis being 6 could have disappointed me, but it didn't. I'm just saying, as far as expectations versus result, he has been not because he's necessarily bad.
But they weren't
it's just been so
were they
disappointing.
expectations or they were wish list? It was a wish list. You would have loved
No,
to see another Aussie
I
do
didn't.
well.
I didn't have an expectation on him, but I just didn't
Yeah.
think he was going to be so bad.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was.
And
Gonna
then
be
there's-
so
So you
then-
did have an expectation then.
Then
I
there's
didn't have he's
Oh
going to be in the
God.
points. I just thinking that he was going to fucking crash every week, mate.
yeah, and then we
How
got
hard is it?
Portobello Mushroom, who's got to be. I mean,
So disrespectful.
Portoletto.
I love it.
Portoletto.
I love that so much.
Which between, I mean, like talk about. And we joked last week about Alonso taking on him as his manager, but like,
manager, yeah.
imagine being Alonso driving for the shittest team on the grid. And then you're the manager of the bloke in the second shittest team. Like it's just so boring.
He's there just
Like, it's
going,
so-
That's heaps worse, by the way.
Yeah, true. But yeah, I'd say Aston Martin's obviously, rounding out my comments about this season so far. Aston Martin got to be the worst on the grid. Ev, I wish you now brought in the Ferrari piece about sponsorship, because my point about Aston Martin was about, like, how pissed would you be if you were the sponsors of Aston Martin? Like, what do you like? You've got everyone out there saying Newey
they're
is not
sponsored by
involved at
Aramco.
all. He doesn't even return the calls of like the team principal because he's so focused on the 26 car. They've come out and said it's all about 26.
Yes.
You'd be furious if you were a sponsor chucking money at this season,
yeah.
going, well,
Yeah.
why
Well,
the
it's-
fuck am I
I-
involved?
a friend
Not
of
only are they bad, they're not getting any screen time either.
That's what I
Sometimes when you,
mean.
like,
That's
a
what I
back,
mean.
you get
Point,
so
yeah.
much screen
That's
time.
that's
They're
my
not getting
point.
any-
Like
a
they're
friend
getting
of
nothing.
mine
Like Stroll's
works-
not even coming off.
I know a guy who works for a company who sponsor the rear wing of one of the teams, and they were
Atlassian.
the team. No, it's not Atlassian, but
Oh.
they were the team that
Marlboro.
that crashed the most last year, and so we were joking about how they got way more TV coverage. Because
Yeah.
because it was a rear wing, so
Yeah.
you've just always got footage of
Yeah.
it.
Oh, man,
but I
such
kept,
a good point you made before, Ollie, about Stroll. And I was like, you know, they're in the room. They're like, they're not a very good team, and yeah, but Stroll sucks. So at least we'll get some crash time on TV. And he hasn't fucking crashed.
He hasn't crashed.
They fucking crash.
His
fucking
dad,
crashed the
his
car,
dad
he's like-
Lawrence is there going, initiate order
Yeah.
66.
But I mean, you'd have to have
77.
fine print. I mean, I can't imagine how big those contracts must be for sponsorship, but stuff like if you're in crypto you're not allowed to sponsor in China
Speaking of.
or maybe the Middle East, I think.
That's why they had to take it off at Red Bull, didn't
Yeah. And so stuff like that, you go to other parts of the country, you're not allowed alcohol, for example. So then you have to take that off. So how you put a monetary value on each individual race so that you can then, well, if I'm not in 15% of the races this year, the value of that sponsorship is dropping.
Well,
It's 15% less.
I could tell you. I could
so
tell you
like
exactly
the beer
how they
companies
value it.
always advertise their zero beers is because they can advertise it in the non-alcohol
but
countries.
there are still countries that see through that fucking ploy.
The Middle East.
Yeah. What was it before the World Cup?
well,
they were like the day before the World Cup, they cut all the Budweiser
They canned all the
tents
beer
and
in the
that.
stadium.
All the
And I was like,
Budweiser.
but they paid
yeah.
for that like years in advance. Like, what are you? And then they would just cut a check.
After all of that absolute fucking nonsense, whether you're watching your first race or your 300th, buckle up, crank the volume, and let the idiocy begin. Engine start, boys. It's time for Grid Walk and Trash Talk, our stroll through the story, strategy, and spicy predictions ahead of this weekend's race. And where better to do it than Miami, where the cars are fast, the turns are sharp, and the marina is made of plywood. The Miami International Autodrome is the crown jewel of American F1 excess, and somehow it's only been around since 2022. It's a 5.41 thereabouts kilometre street circuit that wants you to believe it's permanent. Got 19 corners, 3 DRS zones, and enough straights to make Williams dream of top speed glory. It's a layout that's part Monaco, part Mario Kart, part Madden DLC. Top speeds hit over 350 kilometers an hour, which is unbelievable. Elevation changes run you over exit ramps and under flyovers, and the turn 14-15 chicane features what can only be described as a Miami speed bump. It's chaotic, it's uneven, and surprisingly, it is entertaining. So why watch? Because Miami doesn't do subtle. Between the fake yachts, actual celebrities, and a city that somehow makes 30 degrees feel like 50, it's as much about the racing as it is about the spectacle. And that's exactly what Liberty Media had in mind. A question to pose when you watch this week: is it F1 or Chella with pit stops? Honestly, boys, that's why we love it. Whilst we've only had 3 races there, before we dive into what you're looking forward to most this weekend, let's run through a highlight reel of the most utterly Miami moments from the last few years. I've got a couple, but I mean, what sticks at the top of your
Can
guys'
it be called?
Go,
Would it be
Tay.
called
What have you-
Coachella because it's Miami?
Coke? Yeah, well done. I love that.
nailed it.
That's very
Nice.
clever. We do
Nailed
love a
it.
pun. We love a pun.
Yeah.
Go Tay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tay, what do you got?
No, it was when fucking George, Mr. Beige Beta himself, fucking went on and said, "Holy shit, is that Trump? Oh my god, I want to meet him." That was, I think, last
was
year.
he?
Yeah.
Was he there?
I think it was last year. Yeah, he was doing his campaign
Oh.
stuff,
Yeah, right. Trump.
and
I
that
think
just
you're right.
stuck out, and especially with George as well. It just stuck
Yeah,
out.
okay.
British private school. He's not voting for Keir Stan.
Do you know what? And Diggs, I think you'll like this one. One of the most look, Martin's grid walks are obviously so chaotic, and sometimes, and you've even flagged maybe a little bit, maybe they're done. I love them, but I will never forget. In fact, you can't get past the grid walk chaos of Miami. And to be honest, it's what
Williams?
I'm most looking forward to this weekend. No, it was the.
No.
It's hard to call out the
Patrick
best, but I'd
Mahomes?
have to say it was the Patrick Mahomes one. So,
Yeah.
you guys may recall, but he was there, and an NBA rookie, Paolo Banchero, kind of was walking past, and Martin's on the microphone going, "Oh, it's Patrick Mahomes, Patrick Mahomes, Patrick Mahomes," like yelling out to him, and he's just like gets nothing, because it's obviously not Patrick Mahomes. I think that goes
This
down
guy's
as one of,
ginormous as well. This
Yeah.
guy's massive. It's not even remotely close
No,
to looking
not even
like Patrick
close.
Mahomes.
No, but fuck, it was so funny. It was the most awkward
Oh,
thing
it's
in
the
the
best.
world, and I've never been able to forget that. I love that, and I think that the grid walk this weekend is going to be extra special, particularly how many celebrities
I
think they're
dread
better
it.
than
I
Martin,
dread it.
and they don't
Yeah.
have to
This
talk
is
to him.
These are the grid walks I dread. This is actually why I dread races like Las Vegas and Miami and stuff. It's just reminds me why I hate celebrity and why I hate that aspect
This
of the
aspect of it,
F1.
yeah.
It's like the fake boat mariner and stuff, and it looks like it's in a I don't know, a
Marina
car park
Mariner.
in like the back.
Yeah.
Marina Mariners, the same thing.
Isn't that a fisherman, a mariner? Like, Diggs has been watching too much Central Coast football. The Mariners.
Doesn't it just depend what country you're from?
Yeah, the Central Coast Mariners. They're a great team.
Yeah.
It's a great team.
Yeah.
But my point being, it looks like it's in a car park where you'd go play putt-putt in like the back end of America somewhere with like
with a
highway
gorilla,
going over
a gorilla that's doing this.
It's just exactly. It's just a gross track. It's just like all the cages everywhere. I'm not a big Miami fan. It doesn't feel glamorous to me until they put their little fucking gridiron hats on and they have all the little sparkler for the presentations and Shaq's driving the limo and stuff. It's all just a bit ham-fisted and forced. It doesn't feel like
I can't wait to see Chuck's interview.
Tay's used to being forced ham-fisted.
Chuck Leclerc.
But to that point, and I wanted to have a laugh where Diggs was talking about how much he hates celebrities, and I'm like, mate, you're in a wrestling career, like you're pursuing a fucking career. But then it reminded me. But then it reminded me of the WWE driver intros. You remember, it's like when the guy would do
Texas.
the fucking calls for. Was that Texas, not Miami?
That wasn't Austin. That was Miami.
I think it was both.
I think it's both. I think it's both.
I think you're right, Ev. Just as you said that, I do remember Daniel Ricciardo coming out with a cowboy hat when they did something.
He rode a
similar.
horse down the pit lane wearing a. Well, he didn't he sat on a horse and someone pulled it. Yeah. He didn't ride it.
But the driver announcements and the whole thing is so awkward.
Spend more time practicing his driving.
They'll do something like that this weekend for sure.
Why can't they? If you want it to be Mario Kart, like these novelty races are, which it can be extremely fun. Why can't we race on that motorway that flies over the? Just get them on that. Get them on the on ramp. Get them 30 meters in the air, and then something flies.
Have everyone swap cars.
Yeah, have everyone swap cars. Yeah,
that'd be cool.
Put Stroll in that McLaren, baby.
Any other wonderful Miami moments that you're most looking forward to this weekend?
Oh, that I'm looking for. All I know is that Gronk and Brady are meant to be there for Williams.
Are they?
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
Why Williams?
They might be investors.
I was trying to. Yeah.
Is Brady an investor?
No, he's invested in a different racing.
Okay,
team.
tell me that.
Oh no,
I was going to say
he's invested into a speedboat. E-boat or e-sports boat or some shit.
It's the last person I want to see is Ryan Reynolds and Blake Dickhead.
Fucking
walking around like they I fucking hate those two. It's just kind of race. Hey, it's like, let's get as many people involved, get as many eyes on as possible, even though they know nothing about the sport. It'll be great. Just do the thing. Hold the. It's everything I hate about promotion and marketing. The good marketing makes it seem seamless, and you get the celebrity, but it all feels genuine. None of this ever feels genuine.
But isn't that
you have those awkward moments, like you said?
But there's an element of that which is done on purpose, right? Like, it's overly flamboyant because it's Miami. And it's America.
Yeah, but that doesn't need to feel forced though. Like DJ Khaled with the wheel gun and doing those awkward introductions and things. You can do that well if you put thought into it. You take. Let's say you've got a choice between the most famous celebrity and someone who's actually good at the job. You take the less famous one because you still got the fame there, but you've got a better product in the end. Whereas it feels like they only want just the numbers. It's like, I want the followers, not the product.
What do you reckon? Who do you reckon would have actually approached them and asked them if they could do it, rather than the other way around?
No, I think that was a Liberty Media thing, and it's it's Liberty Media getting their whatever agency,
local celebs,
and having them saying, look, we need 12 celebrities to just laugh about and play around, and then whatever agency came back with a list of names, and Liberty Media chose and then distributed those celebrities to all the teams.
Gotcha.
Do you remember,
and
these decisions often
okay.
can fall on one person, and that one person is like, "Oh, I love DJ Khaled. We should get DJ Khaled in." And everyone's like, "Why would we not
that
get
was
this
strong.
person?" And they're
Let's
like,
get-
"Well, it's my decision, so away they go."
Like one of the Jonas Brothers or something. Like what?
But he is from Miami. I believe DJ Khaled
Yeah, he
is
is.
from Miami.
Yeah,
which
he
is part
I'll
and
forgive
parcel
them all if they put Pitbull in it this week. If they,
Yeah,
if he
yeah.
comes
How
out and
could they
sings the
not?
national anthem, I'm in.
Mr.
I'm in.
305.
Bang, bang.
How
I have a
has he
question.
not been more involved?
It's Mr. 303. Like, how hasn't he? He is Miami. Him and Flowrider,
It's
right?
305.
Like,
It was so Jennifer Lopez, but she was there last week. Did she get the wrong
in Saudi
memo?
Arabia, of all places.
Yeah.
yeah. Like, this isn't Miami.
Yeah.
She might look great for a 55-year-old, but she's probably got like early onset Alzheimer's or something. She's like, oh, Miami's so
Fuck
beautiful
me.
these days.
Yeah. Didn't I already marry that guy? Oh, I must.
you
do
know
it again.
what?
We'll do it again.
I'll
It's
do it
okay.
again.
Okay,
I'll do it
it's
again.
fine.
I'll
It's
do
fine.
it again. Ev, I just have a quick question about Miami. Like, Diggs, and again, like, don't take this the wrong way, mate, but I find it somewhat ironic that you hate the Miami Miami race. I don't know what's wrong with me. The Miami race, because it's so manufactured. Yet again, and I'm calling out you for your talents, your many talents. You are a wrestler. Like, you do
He's a
wrestling
performer.
shows. It's which is so manufactured and performance led.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
anyways, I'm just my question is for you, Ev. You are a long-standing F1 fan, right? Diggs, you and I have spoken, and Tay, obviously, we've spoken so much at great length about, the growth agenda for F1, and we talk about these fuckwits like DJ Khaled turning up, and you sit there and go, oh my god, it's all so cringe. But then you also know that they've got millions of followers who would never ever engage or be exposed to F1 that are suddenly being exposed by their favorite people, right? So I get why, right? But Ev, as somebody that's been around the sport, you've seen it for the full exclusive positioning that F1 used to be for. You've lived through the Liberty Media purchase and this significant commercial mindset they've got. Do you love or hate Miami?
I think.
Not just for the racing, for the whole event.
Oh, I don't
The
care.
weekend.
I don't care. None of that bothers me.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, as in because where you get used to
Still
new
a
tracks
grumpy old man.
coming in. Yeah, it is all kind of very toothless because the cars are too big to overtake one another at any rate.
Yeah, because it's not a great race, right? We have not had a really, really great race there, have we?
The first one was bad, but then they changed
of the
the
track.
circuit. Yeah, because of the track. Then they changed the track for the second one. I seem to think last year was really good.
Lando's first win.
Norris got his first one.
The last couple of years,
Yeah.
the first couple of years, Las Vegas has been like a genuinely good, entertaining track. It's very confounding that you would have a race in Miami. Miami's sinking. So I don't know what that affects to the track. Like if it started to rain and it's very humid there, so
Or the hurricane.
yeah, that seems strange. It's like having it in Vegas at 10 o'clock at
It's
night.
very
and
early to be in
freezing
America
cold.
too, right?
Yeah, don't know.
Like, what was the whole point of like lining up the logistics? Why are we in Miami and then fucking off to Europe and not going Miami, Texas, Las Vegas? Like, I thought the whole,
because F1 doesn't care about the environment.
just pretend to care.
It's like
Yeah.
it's not even a question anymore.
All right.
It's the
Well,
cars.
are you guys, granted that we've kind of bashed the shit out of the whole thing around the race, but the actual race, yes, Ev, to your point, I think the first year definitely I recall was not a great race. But are you guys actually looking forward to the race, or are you worried it's going to be?
Yeah, I like this race.
yeah, I like
Okay,
this
I
track.
like this race.
I like the
I
track.
like the back end, especially the back end, where they
Yes.
after the big long straight. I find that there's a lot of good action around that area, which I quite enjoy. And
Yep.
I honestly don't know who is most suited. Ev probably does, but I really can't tell who's most suited to this track this week. And it's not as dangerous as Saudi Arabia, but there's certainly a few moments in the track where you make one little mistake and it really fucks you up like that. Those initial chicanes and stuff. So it could produce some great wrestling. Yeah. So I think
but
it's gonna be
who
quite good.
was Lando on pole last Miami race? Because obviously this ties into what we'll probably talk about a little bit later, but in regards to the whole quali and whatnot, and then that determines who the winner is. Whether
It's
or
a
not
good
that's
question.
the same case here.
Good question. If only there was a thing like Google. If you wouldn't mind just looking it up.
Just ask ChatGPT, mate.
Yeah, don't ask ChatGPT. I'll tell you that Lando wasn't even racing last year.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid
It'll be
thing.
Schumacher who won it.
Yeah.
Not to, well, again, to jump back to the fucking glamour and the glitz of Miami. Noting that the podium winners, they get the don't they get the Harley ride? They go on the police Harleys to the podium. They get a ride on that.
Yeah. Well, they have
then they
done
get
in the past. It's all so ridiculous. I kind of enjoyed that though. I thought this is how stupid it was. It's like it's kind of great. That bit is kind of great.
Yeah. Well, I guess my point being about bringing up like the trip to the podium is like, who have you guys got for this week? Again, I don't know enough about this track to confidently or with any form of qualification suggest who's better off to win based on their design of their car. I mean, you kind of can't help but go towards the usual suspects. But Ev, who you got for this weekend? Who's your podium, mate?
McLaren 1-2. Big.
This is why you gave it a 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
This is why I left.
When was the last time we had a McLaren 1-2? Just quietly.
When?
Exactly. So don't make it sound like it's all predictable, Ev. It's
two
not.
games, two races ago.
Ollie's the one who said that. What was I going to say? The Red Bull doesn't seem to like heat. Usually it's the Mercedes that does really poorly in high heat.
In heat,
the
true.
more the hotter it is, the more you need to open the louvers in the side of the engine cover to let out that heat.
Hot air.
Yep.
The more open those louvers are, the slower you go because that hot air is coming out and it's interrupting the smooth air coming towards the rear wing. And so Mercedes always did worse in the heat because that car was only set up to work within like 20 degrees to 26 degrees, and anything more or less than that, and it was screwed. And now it seems that the Red Bull, with it having such a finite window of operation, doesn't seem to like really hot temperatures. It did all right in Japan, obviously, and it was cold in Japan. But anyway, Helmut Marko already came out midweek saying he's not expecting anything from themselves. And I tend to agree.
God. That's a first.
yeah. Evan agree with Helmut Marko is never something I thought I'd hear.
You heard it here first.
Deeks, who you got, man?
McLaren split by Red Bull, but Ev's proved me wrong, so maybe I'm wrong. But I'm going to keep Red Bull in the mix. So Red Bull to McLaren.
Hey.
Interesting. It's going to be
because we haven't had that so far this season.
It's not about.
You tell me what it's not
going
about.
to be this year. It's about what's going to happen this
Tay,
week.
who you got, man?
We're going based on. I know who I'd like to win.
Oh yeah, who?
I suppose I could.
Lewis?
Obviously, I want Oscar to get a number 3 just to dominate that little bit more. I don't want Max in the podium at all. He needs a break out of the limelight. And I'd love Lewis to be up there. And who else do I want?
Well, who do you actually think? Or are this who you think?
Yeah. And then Charles.
Okay. Has Ferrari got any
I'd love
chance
Ferrari
this
to
weekend,
do well.
Ev?
No, of course not.
Have they got... No. Okay, cool.
Why would that?
All right.
I'm saying who I'd like to win. I'm hopeful for in the podium.
Yeah.
I'm not saying who will.
Well, who you want to win is probably who will win in Oscar.
And
I suspect that
in that one,
depending on how Lando manages his strategy and his attitude, he too, I suspect, will be up there. I don't know. Maybe Alpine will also be up there. Who fucking knows? I think this is why this season's at least a 7 or 8 out of 10, not a 5.
Nailed it.
All right, folks, it's time for the quiz that puts the what the hell was that back into Formula One trivia. Welcome to Haas, You've Been Paying Attention. The segment that, much like Lance Stroll, keeps showing up whether anyone asked or not. This week, we're heading to the land of linen shirts, cafecitos? I don't actually know. There's no doubt an episode that goes past where I don't fuck up some form of pronunciation. But apparently cafecito, and I do know this because I have to do some research for the question.
I got Digby with
but
that
apparently
one.
it's a really I believe it's a spicy coffee drink. And to Ev's point there, obviously the rising tides, with a full grid of questions about the Miami Grand Prix and the chaos capital that hosts it. From track trivia to local legends, it's a spicy mix of motorsport and Miami madness. And remember, points are awarded, rules are made up, and whoever loses has to wear sunglasses at the end of the night, like they're in a Fuck! I'm going to do that one again. Sorry. And remember, points are awarded, rules are made up, and whoever loses has to wear sunglasses at night, like they're in a pitbull video. But before we get started, as always, boys, my favourite part of the week is it's time to test your buzzers. Who would like to go first?
Mine's going to feel a little underwhelming, but there's a lot of meaning behind it. It's just simply...
God.
Timber.
I'm yelling Timber. Pitbull song, right?
Timber.
Keisha?
No. Pitbull. Not the Kesha line where she's like, I'm yelling. It's the Pitbull line where after every line he finishes it with Timber. Blah, 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 blah. Timber. Timber.
That doesn't sound like Spanish to me.
Timber. It's because you don't understand it, mate.
Okay, Timber. Okay. I was hoping for something a little bit more like, I thought it was like, or, but anyways, on that note.
That's one of those greatest lines, so.
Yeah, true, Timber. Tay, what do you got?
All right, I have to try and pronounce it.
If you pull out another fucking audio button that you have to press play on, like, fucking hell.
I can't even remember what it was.
500.
Oh, God, I'm going to have to try and get this out. All right, hang on. Give me a few takes on it. Yeah. Oh, God. Bienvenido. It means welcome.
In Spanish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounded French to me.
Yeah.
Bienvenido.
We've had Lando's fucking whatever. Like.
Freaking.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Should I say Mr. 305?
No, go with.
I think I prefer that.
All right,
I just don't know how
I
you.
think that's better. That's more fun.
Unbelievable. How did none of you all just land on Pitbull in the first place? I want you to try and spit out Spanish before you have to answer something in a rush, Tay. I think you need to go with your original.
Bienvenido.
Okay, that'll do. We're offending so many people again. Evan, what you got, bud?
I've chosen mine, if only to make Digby laugh, and it goes by Miami it is. And that's from a Simpsons episode. Yeah, see, exactly.
CSI, baby.
Homer and Barney are bachelors, and they're watching what was it, like Law and Order Miami or something, and it was like, there's been a murder.
Miami.
There's been in Miami it is, and then they all go like, woo,
Your
woo,
guys'
woo, woo.
Simpsons trivia is outrageous.
Yeah.
I cannot believe
you
how
guys
much
both
you
have
recall.
too much time. It's because
No, just
they're
incredible
not
memory.
fully
So much
employed.
All right, here we go,
GTA
ladies
6
and
has
gents.
too much time.
Oh,
All right, here we go, ladies and gents, senors and senoritas. It's time to play. Has you been paying attention? I tried to do it in that Miami voice
Timber.
that you just did, Ev. Question 1, Timber. How many drivers on the current grid have won a Miami Grand Prix?
Mr. 305.
fuck.
Timber.
Oh, he's in quick. What you got?
Max has won 2, and Norris has won 1.
Well done, buddy. Okay, 1 point to Tay.
What's the answer? Is that,
yeah,
what was
Lando.
the answer, Tay? Because it was a numbered answer, not a worded answer. What was the
3.
answer?
3.
Incorrect. Incorrect. Timber.
Oh my god.
The answer
Oh my
is
god.
2. Boom.
Because Max is
Oh,
one
he wasn't
person
that
and
drunk.
Lando.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
no, Taylor! Taylor!
I pay that because that's
Is
hilarious.
it Singapore? Is it Singapore? Oh no, Tay's going. Everyone at work is
Oh,
never
my
going to let me down for
God.
this. Oh, Tay.
Wow. How
Oh my
could
God,
Digby
he's
do that
genuinely
to
so-
him? Taylor's got kids.
Yeah.
How's his child meant to look
I
at
know,
him in
that's
the
why he
eyes?
asked. That's why he asked. He knew he was going to catch you out on that.
I honestly didn't think you were going to do that, and it didn't even occur to me. And I get why you did it, but I was really just making fun, and I was like, oh my God, he said 3.
I know.
Is it Singapore?
Because I wasn't listening about like as in. Yeah. Anyways, never mind. Fuck.
So Max's
1
good
point
twin,
from
Max's
Juan.
evil twin, and Lando. Yep. Sorry, Tay.
Verstappen.
I can't award you that point. No,
well,
no.
Digby shouldn't get it either.
No, he
That
doesn't.
should be a
he doesn't.
throwaway.
Right, so
No,
No.
you didn't. I gave it to you.
No one gets
you
that.
got it
Right,
wrong.
question
You
number
gave me
2.
3. 3 is incorrect.
In 2022, the first ever Miami Grand Prix race, what unique feature was added to the circuit
It's
to
a
enhance
305.
its appeal? Oh, here we go.
The marina.
Well done. Well done.
I think you'll find
Eat
it's
it.
pronounced Mariner.
Mariner. Eat a dick, Digby. Eat a
yeah,
dick.
and
Eat
and look,
George's.
I could get you on another technicality here, Tay. It's actually
here
a
we
fake.
go.
It's a fake marina. Yeah.
Oh,
But we'll let you have it. Yeah. Question
This has already
3. It's
been
1-0
an
to
amazing
Tay.
round of us.
It could be
1-all
2-0
to
to poor
Digby
old
and
Tay.
Tay.
Oh, fuck off. You didn't
I'm
get that
not giving you that
Digby.
point. I'm not giving you that point.
Yeah.
Oh, of course not. When it's me, I
Oh,
get
look
all
at
my
him, the
points
victim.
taken
Oh,
fucking
look
away.
at him.
It is.
Look at him.
Say the word,
victim
Diggs.
all.
Say the word.
Victim.
Right, question 3. Who is the major sponsor of the Miami Grand Prix?
Mr. 305. I'm going to throw a guess. Dolphins.
No, what? The Miami Dolphins Miami
Yeah.
Grand
It's
Prix.
it is at their stadium.
It is,
Yeah,
but it's not the
Oh,
answer.
Hard Rock.
It's actually at the it's at the Hard Rock
Hard
Stadium.
Rock.
Oh, right, yes.
Is that your answer, Digby?
Yeah, sure.
The Hard Rock Stadium Miami Grand Prix? No, that's definitely wrong. Ev?
I don't
Ev,
know,
you wanna
I
have
never
it-
sponsored.
I've spent my time
wanna have a
making
dance,
memes. Nobody's appreciating the memes
Yeah,
I'm
I know.
sending through.
What do you got?
Yeah, I'll look at them after the show, mate.
Come on. Ev, you got an answer or no? You failing?
Who sponsors this? Is it
Okay, that's he doesn't know.
is it
Move on.
Heineken? Is it Heineken Zero? I'm gonna go Heineken
It's
Zero.
not. Gents, the title sponsor of the Miami Grand Prix is Crypto.com. The
No.
irony of you guys talking about
I did.
fucking...
I did.
Since
say
the
that.
race's inception in 2022, it has been officially named the Formula One Crypto.com Miami Grand Prix.
Yeah.
Its partnership has actually recently
that
been
not
extended
delayed?
through to 2030, ensuring
Oh my
Crypto.com's continued presence as the event's title sponsor. And Ev, you
If
made
they
a question
last till
about the
2030.
valuation. You made a question about valuation of sponsors. It's worth about $10 million US.
What, for 10
there you
years?
go.
That's not very much.
Yeah, that's not very much.
Well, till the end of
10
2030.
D-
No,
10,
well,
10
it's-
million in crypto.
yeah, in crypto. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
I'll
that's-
give you
yeah,
10 million
in
crypto
Bitcoin.
for that.
in Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin. It'd be
Can
worth
I-
fucking 800 million.
Let me give you this coin.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
I've got 10
These are-
million. I'll give you
These
10
are
million of
IOUs.
something.
They're as good as money. This one's a
Yeah.
sports car. You want to hold on to that one.
See this on a spreadsheet? That's how much you have. That's what you have. You're rich.
You got Trump coins now.
And,
Sure.
and it's gone.
Yep. Right. Question 4. I can't believe none of you got that. Question 4.
Yeah.
Aside from the fake marina, what unique aspect does the Miami Grand Prix circuit have compared to other F1 tracks?
Timber.
What is
It's a
specifically
305.
relevant? Yes. I think that was
couple.
Diggs.
There's a couple.
No, I think it was Diggs.
That was me.
No,
It
was
goes
Oh, I heard
around.
Tay.
It goes. You didn't. It goes around the stadium,
which stadium?
the Hard Rock Miami Dolphins stadium.
No,
Cunt.
Well done.
that's
Yep,
not
well done.
unique.
Yes. It is unique.
Why is it not unique?
Why is it not?
In Mexico, they go through a stadium, for Christ's sake.
But what stadium is that? Or is that just a made stadium for the race?
No,
That's
it's
just the
it's
grandstands.
no, it's a baseball stadium.
You're right.
What baseball stadium?
Ah,
The Padre.
Sorry,
The Padres.
it goes around an American football stadium.
no. But
Was that
that's,
better?
God, no, I'm not having to look it up.
Anyway, that was the question, and that was the answer. We move on
No.
Does unique mean exclusive? It's not the only, but it's unique, right? Like
No,
even
unique,
if Mexico,
it just makes it like unique. Generally means like a feature
It's-
that none
it's
other
the-
have, but it doesn't have to be the only one. With that
This is the
unique.
dumbest
I don't know
Pro
about
Soul
this.
baseball.
What you
Anyway,
what,
it doesn't
what
matter
I
if
would have
you're
said
wrong.
is that it goes through a car park. That's unique. It doesn't go through another car
highways.
park. Yeah.
it goes under
And
the
yeah.
highway.
Yeah, it's a
Albert
really
Park-
shitty
Albert Park
track.
has car parks that it goes through, so
Yeah.
again, that would be incorrect too.
Well,
mate,
look, I'm
so-
giving Digby the
sorry.
point, so it's 1-1 to Tay and Digby. Right, question number 5. Miami is the only U.S. major city founded by A, a pirate, B, a drug lord, C, a woman, D, an Australian.
Me. Miami it is. Pirate.
Sorry, my Siri just went on. No, it's not a fucking pirate.
But the pirates, aren't they there?
Timber.
Where are the pirates?
Timber,
Mr.
the drug lord.
305.
Where are the
Digby's not
pirates?
gonna get it.
This team.
the
team
pirate
that-
what? You just randomly throwing out a pirate
No, there's a team called the Pirates. Are they baseball?
It's Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
No,
That's
it's
Tampa Bay, mate.
The question was, how was Tampa
Buccaneers.
Bay?
Point.
The
How
Pittsburgh
was
Pirates.
Tampa Bay?
The Tampa Bay
That
Buccaneers.
was the trick
Yeah, that's
question.
It was the Pittsburgh Pirates.
It's the Pittsburgh
Yeah.
Pirates.
Are we
Anyway,
talking about the Pittsburgh
B-
Formula One race?
I-
Tampa Bay
oh,
Buccaneers,
my
by the way.
Yeah, it's the
Alright.
Buccaneers.
Fucking hell.
That.
Fucking hell.
I did
The
guess
answer-
drug lord. Is it drug lord? Is the answer drug
I
lord?
know why
guess
you
drug
would.
lord.
I know why you would think drug lord. But
It
that is
wouldn't
also incorrect.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been a drug law back
Oh, it's
then.
up to Tay
Alright.
then. Here's your chance.
Good luck, buddy.
Who do I go with?
You got two
Who do I
options.
go with? I'm gonna say Aussie because why would you bring that up? It's a fucking woman.
It's a fucking woman. It's a woman. Why? I'm going to say Aussie because why would you bring that up? Oh, God. Oh, gentlemen. Julia Tuttle is widely recognized as the founder of Miami, Florida. She was a local landowner and businesswoman who convinced Henry Flagler, who was a railroad tycoon, to extend his Florida East Railway to the area. So there you go. That was unbelievable. So no one got that right, and
Was
managed
it a
to.
massive line?
What were the
from-
odds that we all got that wrong?
Yeah.
I know.
Well, it's actually I mean,
I stand by my answer.
You can stand by it.
Okay, mate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We move on.
Question number 6. It's 1-1 to Tay and Diggs.
6 questions.
Question number
and it's still
6.
1-1.
If this doesn't equal level things up, then I give up. What sport did David Beckham help bring to Miami?
Me.
Mr.
So,
305.
no, Timber.
Well, I
got
think
that.
that was Tay. I was watching him, and
100%.
he definitely made noise early, but he was flabbergasted because he couldn't remember his buzzer.
I said
I
Toto
never
instead
remember
of
my own
Timber,
buzzer.
so I fucked it.
I did not say that.
Miami FC.
That's not the answer.
No.
You said what sport?
What sport?
Fuck, man.
Soccer.
Listen to the question.
Soccer. Well, it's Miami FC. It's soccer. It's football.
All right, so I'm tempted here to not give you the answer to give you that point because it was soccer, it's fine, but I will only give you the point, Tay, if you get the name of the team right. Are you sure it's Miami FC?
Oh God, I don't know what it is.
Oh, everybody's
God, I
just
can't
dying.
believe it.
Everybody's
Would it not be
fucking.
Jesus, man.
Tay, go with Miami
Give me my
FC.
point back.
I don't know.
It's
Don't look down. Look up.
no. I'm not looking at anything. I'm.
Oh,
Quick, 5 seconds.
I know.
No, it doesn't
I
matter
don't want to
because
come
it's
in
not
with
the
the
answer
steal.
to the question.
Yeah, but I can get a half
No,
point
it's not
for the steal.
because
That's the
soccer
rule.
was.
That's
no,
the rule.
you get no fucking.
That's bullshit. That's the rule. I should
Either
get half
answer
a
the question
point.
or
Yeah, I'll give you half a point.
give
me
me my
half.
first point.
Yeah,
I'll give
fuck.
you half a point, Tay.
I'll take the
It's
other
not
half.
anyone.
I'll take the other
It
half.
sounds wrong, but I cannot think.
Can
of
I
it.
take the other half, please?
Yes, you can.
It's
What
like,
is it?
It's like real Miami.
Into Miami.
It is Inter Miami.
Yeah.
Yep. Wow, that was unbelievable.
In Tay's
So-
defense, it took me, who should know this, a
I know.
very long
I
time
know.
to remember what that
I know.
was.
I know. But to be fair, it also wasn't the question. But
No.
yeah, David Beckham brought football with Miami's first ever Major League Soccer team into Miami. Just so you guys know, just some interesting facts. As of early 2025, Inter Miami is actually valued at over $1 billion now, making it the second most valuable franchise
That's only
in
because
Major
of
League
Messi.
Soccer.
Yeah.
Well,
And
it's actually because of
Beckham
Beckham. Yeah.
And the Apple
And
deal.
Beckham did that
and
stupid documentary, so everyone was like, "Oh
Yeah.
yeah."
Yeah. Cool. So we've got 1.5.
That's a really good
Digby's
documentary.
on
1.5. Wait,
Half.
what? You're on 2, Digby?
I've got a half.
No.
Yeah, because I got the first question right. Remember?
No, you didn't, Digby. Fucking guys,
I
don't
did.
make this
I
harder.
can play it back to you
Listen,
if you want.
right. Tay is somehow leading in 1.5. Diggs is on 1 and Ev is on half. Right, last
Yeah.
2 questions, boys. It's the same old here.
It's
You
not
get the
called half,
question
you've
wrong,
been
you
paying
lose
attention.
2 points. You get it, you get it right, you get a point.
Digby's so
Question
pissed.
7. What iconic 2000s song begins with "Welcome to Miami, Bienvenidos a Miami"? Tay, that's your fucking intro. That's your buzzer.
Was my buzzer, and then I changed it.
Yeah. Diggs, what you got?
Is it Miami by Will Smith?
Well done, buddy. You can have the whole point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Oh, look, now you're
I'm
on
happy
2,
for
you
him.
bitch.
Yeah, I'm happy for him.
Yeah, Digby's on 2.
Yeah.
Digby's
Well,
on
it's
2.
warning.
Right. Ev, you are out. You can't actually win for the first time.
Well,
in
if they
all
both
of
get
our-
it right-
If I get it
answers.
wrong, you can.
Oh, true. No, yeah. Ev's just gonna wait there, and Stephen
I'll sit
Bradbury,
back.
he's gonna
I'll
wait.
sit back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Question number 8. What infamous gangster died in his Miami home from his
Tipper.
syphilis-related complications?
Oh no, I don't know.
What you got?
I have to answer this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
you have to
Miami
answer.
it is.
You have
Miami
to
it
answer.
is. I can shoot myself in the foot. Who was
Just
that
wait.
rugby union
Just
player?
wait. Shush.
And this is
Yeah,
a
I
real.
think it is.
And this is a real gangster. It's not a fake one.
No, this is a real gangster. This is not Pitbull. Quick, you got 5 seconds,
he
mate.
was thinking of a film.
I want to shoot
Yeah.
myself
He
in
wants
the
to
foot.
say
Come on,
Ro-
Digby.
he wants
So
to say
Digby's out because
Scarface,
he's.
doesn't he?
No,
Yeah,
I
he
don't
wants
know.
to
Are you
say
out,
Scarface.
Diggs?
Lots of my little friend.
Okay, so Ev, you can win. Are you buzzing in, Ev?
Yes,
or is Tay
please.
buzzing in?
No, I am.
Okay.
I'll see first.
You win this. You win. Oh, no, you
It's
equal to Tay. Fuck, it'll be a draw
Alphonse.
if you get
It's
this right.
Alphonse Capone.
Well done. It is Al Capone. He lived his final years in a mansion on Palm Island. And ladies and gentlemen, we have another fucking stupid, chaotic
shaking
draw
Tay's
in this
hand through the
stupid
camera.
fucking
Well,
game.
if you'd just given me
Shake
my
it,
fucking
yeah,
point
yeah,
from the
yeah.
start of the game, I
You
would
don't
have won.
deserve the point at the start. No, you don't. You
No,
don't.
no, you don't
I
deserve
gave
the
you
point.
all of it.
No, you didn't.
I-
You got
Right,
it
led
wrong.
there we
you to
go.
it. I led it to you.
Unbelievable. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That has been another unbelievable installment of Hush You Been Paying Attention. I wasn't lying when I said it was chaotic.
I didn't
wasn't
lose.
lying when I said it's my favourite part. Somehow,
so
Ev, you did win
good.
that when I even called out
He
pre
did
the
win
last
it.
question that you couldn't win. Well, he equal won it. Right? So
Equal.
take the draw.
Equal.
Take
Remember
the draw.
Mwah.
You both
Let's
get
just,
a
let's just remember Digby lost.
You both
That's
get a
all that
point.
matters.
You both
That's
get
the
a
only
point.
thing that
If
matters.
we went back through every heart you've been paying attention, I get
dear. Here we go.
Shaft
Here
it
Because you got red hair.
Here we go.
Oh, I know.
Don't
red
say
hair.
the word. Don't say the
Don't say-
word.
I wish we had video sometimes. Digby's so angry. Look at him. Look at him. He's looking at him so angry.
Digby's so angry.
He's just
His,
looking at
his
himself
hair
in the
was
mirror.
brown before he got angry.
He's like, why do I do
there we
this?
go.
That's
fucking
how
podcast?
angry he is.
Don't
Oh,
worry,
you
I'll
turned his
edit
video
it.
off.
I'll edit
You
it so
turned-
I win. And the and Digby, you win, and there's
Digby.
nothing you can do about it.
And the winner is Digby. All right, let's dim the garage lights and crank up the off-track drama. It's time for What's Verstappen, and the segment where we unpack all the weird, wild, and widely unnecessary nonsense happening around the paddock, from passive-aggressive radio calls to Toto throwing shade in 5 languages, PR disasters, teammate tension, celebrity gridwalk fumbles, and whatever Horner said this week that probably made the lawyers wince. It all lives here. This is where Formula One takes its helmet off and shows its petty, chaotic, widely entertaining soul. Let's find out what's Verstappen. Topic number 1. As always, gents, you are on the clock. I'm going to get my clock out. You've got 20 seconds each to answer these questions. Diggs, we're going to start with you because you came last in the quiz, just to rub it in.
Remember when that happened, Digby?
Remember that?
Yeah,
remember that.
you remember that? Look at him.
Let me
he's
tell
still
you
so
something. Let me tell you something.
Alphonse Capone.
His name's probably not even Alphonse, and I feel
No,
like
that is
maybe I
it.
should have...
It's
Okay,
PH.
all right. Anyways. Okay.
PH
all right.
for fat.
He was pretty fat.
Gentlemen, topic number 1, fake Marina, real hype. I should have gone real hype, like the
Oh my
the extension
God.
of the
You've
thing.
already
'Cause it's a
messed
question.
this up.
The Aussie.
Is Cadillac crashing the Miami grid? Cadillac, in partnership with General Motors and TWG Motorsports, has been formally approved to join the Formula One grid in 26, as you know, as the 11th team. Gents, the team has been actively preparing for their debut, including establishing operations in the UK and the US, and they're developing their car design. There are rumours that as part of the first US race of the 2025 season, which is obviously Miami this weekend, as the new US team, the team may release their car design this weekend. If that were the case, what are you hoping to see by way of livery and reveal? Diggs, you are on the clock.
Something that's remotely interesting and somewhat like newsworthy. Not just some car that looks like every other car. It's got a slightly different shade of green or something. Like, is that too much to ask for? Honestly.
But that's not their brand.
What colour? What colour would you love to see?
Cadillac don't have a colour.
Black.
Yes, they do.
I want
What?
black.
Black. You want black?
No,
Okay,
got
hot
any
pink.
black?
I want
Their
hot pink. But I'm not going to get hot
Their
pink.
logo is
You're talking over my
gold,
answer,
red,
Taylor.
and black. Sorry.
I want
Yeah.
pitch black or hot pink or both. So it looks like
Here's a question that I'm just adding to this.
that colour.
Diggs, and
Yeah.
yeah, of course you do. He's just shown his pink guitar, everybody. Diggs, here's a question for you, and boys, I want you to think about it. If you could choose one American brand to sponsor this team, who would it be?
Like as a team, not sponsor, you mean?
As the team sponsor, like they're going to be all over the livery. Like
The main
what?
sponsor.
What logo would you love?
I want
No,
a-
no. If you answer
Trump.
in your turn.
Trump.
All
I
right,
want
Trump.
Trump Towers sponsoring it.
gold,
I love
metallic
it.
gold, like
Yeah.
gold
With
chrome.
the black car.
Yeah.
Well done. Is it because he's a fellow redhead?
He's hardly a redhead. He's a strawberry blonde.
His
'cause he
orange
dyes it.
lasagna came over.
Yeah,
Is it?
lasagna. Right, Tay, we're going to you. What do you want to
Yeah.
see this weekend and why? And who's your sponsor of choice? Go.
I think they're gonna be their logo is black, red, and gold. Sponsor appropriate.
Wait, so what are you saying? That's the color? You just
No,
want
that's
that red
Cadillac's
like
Yeah,
color?
colours.
yeah, it would
Okay.
be. That's
Yeah,
Cadillac's
okay.
color. And I reckon they're gonna go with some big oil tycoon, so like BP or
Oh, British Petroleum for the UK
Yeah,
team.
yeah.
What was the
For
thing in
America.
South Park, Digby, with BP? And the guy was like, "We're sorry."
yeah, they're just trying to get back in the limelight after the Gulf.
Yeah.
Yep,
Or
the Gulf
yeah,
of America.
Yeah,
Okay.
Gulf of America, exactly.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. All right, Ev, what do you got, man?
I want that stupid marketing promotional car that Formula One has, which is like the most
Yeah.
It just looks like a race car.
It's like a video game car.
But I want it to. The team needs to be Shelby Cobra, and it needs to be like in blue with white racing
blue.
stripes.
Yes.
That's all.
Yes. Okay.
And like
Yep.
a
And
chrome
sponsor?
roll hoop over this in front of the air filter, like so it blocks the air
it's the
coming into the
halo.
car, and it's that hoop
Yeah.
that the driver's side has. Yeah, do that.
If I didn't love the Williams blue so much, I'd be all for that. But if you got Williams, you got RB, you've got Alpine. There's a lot of blue, but I like the Shelby blue. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Sponsor
yeah.
quickly.
Yeah.
Who you got?
Viagra.
Facebook. Oh God.
Brilliant.
Pfizer.
Brilliant. Oh,
Pfizer.
Facebook would
Yeah,
be
Pfizer.
Pfizer would have been
Yeah,
great.
yeah, Pfizer and
Pfizer would
Viagra.
Yeah,
Yeah.
surely,
Um,
surely,
or
if you're one
Apple.
of those.
Is it Guggenheim?
Those tech
Who's
jockeys
the
you're jumping in
family
on it?
that owns one of those pharmaceutical companies?
Rothschilds
Yeah, something
I
like
have
that.
no idea. Yep.
Anyway.
All right, next topic.
or BlackRock.
Adios, Barcelona. Hola, Madrid. The Madrid Grand Prix is officially set to debut in 2026, making the return of Formula One to Spain's capital after more than 4 decades and
Like we
replacing
needed it.
the current Barcelona track. To coincide with construction beginning this last week, Carlos Sainz has been appointed as the official ambassador for the upcoming Madrid Grand Prix. The venue will apparently seat up to 140,000 fans a day. It's 5 minutes from the airport and boasts a 90% plus public transport access, which ticks all Liberty Media's sustainable and accessible boxes. It's being billed as a race that will boost the local economy by approximately 450 million euros per year. Gents, they're saying that this could be the best circuit in the world. Is that F1's usual PR fluff, or could it actually outshine places like Spa?
This is legit replacing Barcelona. I'd be incredibly disappointed. I don't think it's 100% doing that yet. But if they were to do that, I'd be...
it is. It is.
Okay. Well, then, like you said, it's all marketing. Isn't this great that it's close to the airport and we can get... I don't care. I want a good racetrack. And so, hopefully it's...
But they're claiming this could be the best racetrack.
I mean, they say they have to say that, but let's hope that they're right. I hope that they're right,
true.
but I'm really going to miss...
So you think this is
Barcelona.
PR spin at the moment?
I think so, and I think it's odd that Carlos is the ambassador considering he's Catalonian, and that's where the Barcelona fucking track is. So it's like, hey mate, we're moving out of your hometown over here. Could you also pretend that you're from here? Like who else are you gonna get?
Yeah,
I thought it was
I love
pretty-
that. I love
Fernando
that.
Alonso is like a god in Spain. Why didn't they get Fernando Alonso?
He's old.
Because he
But
probably
he's
won't be
still-
raced there next year.
Ooh.
Yeah. That you know. Okay. Tay, your comments? Oh wait, who was next? You or Ev?
Ev was before me.
I agree with Digby. I don't have anything to add.
Okay, cool, good. Tay.
From what I saw in the simulator, it looks like it will be a cool track, so I'm looking forward to it. As for it is completely replacing Barcelona for 26. So the last Spanish GP will be this year in Barcelona, and then Madrid.
Well, it won't be the last
new
Spanish GP.
No, but the last one in Barcelona.
Is it still
Barcelona.
going to be called
Tay
the Spanish
can't
GP,
help.
though?
It's still called the Spanish.
Tay just can't help with the semantics. Jeez, just keeps getting them wrong.
Mm-hmm. But it'll be fun. I think it looks good.
Okay.
Was it brown?
I
So on
watched
the video, it's brown. Is that because of my point where it looks like the Madrid tennis? Because they play on clay, don't they, Digby?
Oh yeah, they play on clay.
Like, it
in
looks
France.
like it's a clay track.
I think it's just the graphics.
I
Ev.
hate the...
You know the French Open is not. You know the French
Yeah.
Open is not in Spain. Just checking.
Well, you know. Comme si, comme ça.
All right. Next question.
hell.
Ipso facto.
All right, next question. Lewis Daniel Hamilton Ricciardo. There's a mouthful for you. Just 5 races into his red era, and we've echoed on a number of occasions in recent episodes that Hamilton's already sounding rattled. He's not happy. The fans aren't happy. The bosses aren't happy. And honestly, the stopwatch isn't too thrilled either. The average qualifying gap between he and his teammate Charles has blown out to nearly half a second. And in Saudi Arabia, he finished 31 seconds behind Leclerc. But now Lewis is shifting his approach. At first, he tried to change the car to fit his style. Now he's trying to drive the way the car wants. If this keeps trending the way it is, are we possibly watching the slow motion unraveling of a move that was meant to be iconic? Are we currently sensing a Daniel to Renault, Daniel to McLaren energy? And this comes off the back of rumours running around this week that Lewis was talking about retirement. Diggs, go.
Do you need me to actually answer this question?
Please, go. Does this remind you of Danny?
This doesn't remind me of Danny because when Danny went to Renault, we weren't all like, this is game changing. This is going to be like the greatest thing ever. We were like, oh, I hope he does better.
We knew
there.
it was a mistake.
Yeah. And we're like, but to be fair, it took 2 years. And at the end of 2 years, Danny started getting better with Renault. I think we all forget how well he was doing with Renault. And then he left a fucking McLaren like a fucking idiot. I think Hamilton needs to swallow his pride, as does Ferrari, and just go... It was never going to be as successful as your marketing department wanted everyone to believe it was, nor that F1 wanted to believe it was. It was a driver on his way out on a car that's not doing that great. Give it some fucking time and let him learn how to drive a Ferrari.
To be fair, I'd love to see the annual report for the F1 team because we all sit here and we claim that it may not be a success. It certainly doesn't look that way on track. But off track,
I'm sure the budget
again, you said
books, I'm sure the books are suggesting something different.
Absolutely.
The best thing he has done this year is that TikTok from Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and that was amazing.
That was great. that was very good. Yeah, that was. I mean,
what was the thing he said? And it was like, "Excuse me," like because he made like a racial joke or something.
It was the same as like what happens in my world in sport, Diggs. Is you can make all the best videos in the world before you get on track or on the field because once performance creeps in, you suddenly ain't doing shit.
Yeah.
Ev, any comments to add to that? Again, also, I don't know if you've been across it, but like these rumors of Lewis retiring, like they're all just made up shit, right? This is just media spinning stuff up. That's not actually come from him, has it?
You have to keep in mind, all this shit about Red Bull, because of Christian Horner, and Helmet, to be fair, but all the shit that comes out because of Max is because someone has a vested interest in rocking the boat.
Yes.
I don't know who has a vested interest in rocking this boat with. There is no way that Hamilton's retiring after signing a $1 billion contract with Ferrari. He's got legacy.
It's gone up.
Whatever it is. But, he's thinking about his legacy and he wants,
Yeah.
as Digby and to Digby's credit, you got to give someone the time, and it speaks to his resilience. He's better than everyone in the last whole generation because he adapted better than anyone else could have.
I like that. So you're buying into my earlier comment in the beginning of this episode of the return of Lewis, the Still We Rise narrative arc. It's coming, baby. It's coming.
He's chosen a couple of bad horses in recent years.
The one and main horse.
Yeah.
Tumbleweed. Call him Tumbleweed.
Yeah.
Lewis Tumbleweed Hamilton.
I don't think he'll retire. It'd be disappointing because it'd be like, well, why don't you just retire after 22? Why would he even bother continuing on if he was just going to bounce now? So as Ev said, he's got a legacy to uphold, and I think he still wants to at least give it a decent fight. But he
wants his F45.
No, he might actually have. All these drivers got a lot of ego, even though Lewis tries very hard to hide it. But him versus
Lewis
Alonso
Hamilton
was a vicious inter-team fight. I actually suspect that
Alonso still clearly hates him.
Yeah.
Oh, big time.
And I suspect that Lewis might have a chip in his shoulder to say, well, I'm going to stay in Formula One as long as it takes to get him out.
Alonso.
Get out.
I really would think that.
The old guys
the
race.
Pettiness.
Cool. All right, next topic. Drive to Survive, but make it F1 Academy. As we previously flagged, Formula One's making another play for your binge-watch brain cells, this time with F1 Academy, a brand new Netflix doco-series focused on the all-female junior racing category. Dropping next month, the series is produced by the same team that did Drive to Survive and promises to spotlight the next generation of motorsport, obviously women in this instance. Expect behind-the-scenes tensions, trackside rivalries, and a deeper dive into what it takes to climb the F1 ladder. Obviously without the paycheck, the private jet, or the paddock pass. Led by managing director Susie Wolf, the series follows the 23 season and features drivers like Leah Block, who is actually the daughter of the late Ken Block. I don't know if you guys were aware of that. Awesome. And Bianca Bustamante. I'm not going to pronounce that right, so apologies. Who's now backed by McLaren. Yeah, I know.
Is Danica in it?
No, she's indie. It's about raw talent, it's underdog grid, and a serious push for visibility in a sport that's historically about as welcoming to women as an F1 pit wall in the rain. It's part reality doco, part talent showcase, and a big commercial step toward actually turning F1 Academy into a launch pad, not just a press release. Gents, what are you most looking forward to for this new series? And I actually can't wait. I can't wait to watch it. Diggs.
If it is half as good as the first season of Drive to Survive, I think the women in sport do a much better job of presenting character and personality.
Yes, agreed.
That is what I think is going to be great for the sport.
Yep.
So I think that in itself, I'm more excited to watch their time play out. Initially, I'll probably get bored of it pretty quick because I don't watch a lot of that stuff. But I think that's what.
Just be clear, you'll be bored of it.
I'll be bored with the. I don't really watch that, but I think that's what will be the strength of the show, is that girls are so much better at presenting themselves as characters on TV in these situations. Yep. So yeah.
Yeah, I think it'll be great. I'll tell you what. Here's my first point of like what's causing me to turn it off. If Will Buxton shows up on any of it, I'm fucking out. I'm not watching any of it.
He's only doing IndyCars now.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, with Lizard Girl. Ev.
Oh god. Yes, to Digby's point, women's sports here in Australia, we've got women's cricket, women's rugby, women's soccer,
AFL,
women's AFL. That iconic photo of that woman
Taylor
doing like the splits, like as she kicked a bomb.
I wasn't just saying your name, Taylor. That's actually her name.
Yeah. Oh, okay, great. Yes, and we all agree. Female athletes are better at being honest and representative of their own personality and character than. Yes, what I will say is someone who isn't very good at being honest and having a personality is Kimi Antonelli. But give him a Netflix
I was just going to bring
documentary.
that up.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Interesting. Okay. So, good segue there. For once, you actually nailed the fucking
Go,
landing.
Tay.
I didn't know where the fuck you were going. Tay,
Yeah.
go wrap both of those contexts up.
I think it'll be great. I want to know what that actually means to F1 in general, with what that is actually going to build towards. So I'm curious to see how that lends itself into the actual championship in the years to come with the F1 Academy. And that's what I'm looking forward to seeing. It doesn't really bother me whether they're female or male. It's just more about the juniors coming through and how that translates into the actual championship in following years.
Yeah. And what's this about Antonelli?
So he's got his own show where it's just about him. And I've completely forgotten what it's called. Yeah, it's coming out in Netflix.
Amazing.
It's not a series, is it? Is it just a doco?
Yeah,
Did you not see this? Taylor posted it today.
Oh no, I haven't had a chance to look.
You
Yeah,
guys
that's
post
wild.
a lot.
Fucking
It's
hell,
hard
that
to
guy's
keep
doing
And
right.
it was about like the biggest move in history because it's about Lewis moving to Ferrari.
Yeah, okay. So is it
It's
about
like-
Lewis just
God,
disguised
that's
as
such
a
a
and
whaley?
the
Or...
fact
so
that he's
sick
the
hearing about it.
youngest driver.
Yeah.
And his
Yeah.
driver.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
anyways,
called The
keep an eye out
Seat.
for both of those. The Seat.
It's called
I like
The
that.
Seat, and it's coming. It's a 45-minute film. Oh, it's not even anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to say
Yeah,
it wouldn't be
and
much
May
more than
5th.
an hour or two.
It's not even
Okay.
anything.
Yeah,
Cool.
May 5th.
Well, that wraps us up for this week's episode of Idiots of F1, the only podcast brave enough to ask the big questions like, why is there a fake marina? Why is LL Cool J announcing the drivers? And is Mr. Worldwide actually going to sing this weekend's US
Oh,
national
God,
anthem?
I hope so.
We've previewed the chaos of Miami. We've played Hush, you've been paying attention. And if you weren't paying attention, congratulations. You'd fit right in at Ferrari Strategy HQ, and you probably saved yourself about 20 minutes of pure nonsense. We've talked fake marinas, Sainz's new role as Madrid's mayor of motorsport, and Cadillac's very American tease at the very American Grand Prix. If you enjoyed the show, please leave us a review, share it with someone who thinks they know more about F1 than they actually do, or just send it to your group chat with the caption, "This is what Drive to Survive wishes it sounded like." We'll be back after Miami, hopefully with some on-track chaos, some off-track nonsense, and maybe, just maybe, a new meme from Martin Brundle's grid walk to dissect frame by frame. Hey, it's Patrick Mahomes. Until then, stay hydrated, stay petty, and always don't trust a Red Bull PR statement at face value. Catch you next time. Bye.